In this lecture, first we'll understand the topic of rancidity. Rancidity is a term used to represent the deterioration of fats and oils, resulting in unpleasant taste. Fat containing unsaturated fatty acids are more susceptible to rancidity. Rancidity occurs when fats and oils are exposed to air, moisture, light, bacteria, etc. Hydrolytic rancidity occurs due to partial hydrolysis of triglycerols by bacterial enzymes. On the other hand, oxidative rancidity is due to oxidation of unsaturated fatty acids. This results in formation of unpleasant product such as dicarboxylic acid, aldehyde, ketones, etc. Rancid fats and oils are unsuitable for human consumption. The substance which can prevent the occurrence of oxidative rancidity are known as antioxidant. Trace amount of antioxidant such as tocopherol, that is vitamin E, hydroquinone, gallic acid and alpha-naphthol are added to commercial preparation of fats and oils to prevent rancidity. The antioxidants used in food preservation are propyl gallate, butylated hydroxyanisole and butylated hydroxytoluene. Phospholipids. These are the complex or compound lipids containing phosphoric acid in addition to fatty acids, nitrogenous base and alcohol. There are two classes of phospholipid. Glycerophospholipids that contains glycerol as the alcohol, and second is sphingospholipids which contain sphingosine as the alcohol. So in this lecture we'll study about different types of glycerophospholipid. First is lecithin, next is cephalin, and then last is plasmalogens. Lecithins. These are the most abundant group of phospholipid in the cell membrane. Chemically, lecithin is a phosphatidic acid with choline as the base. Phosphatidylcholines represents the storage form of body's choline. Dipalmitol lecithin is an important phosphatidylcholine found in lungs. It is a surface active agent and prevents the adherence of inner surface of lungs due to surface tension. Respiratory distress syndrome in infant is disorder characterized by absence of dipalmitol lecithin. And lysolecithin is formed by removal of fatty acid either at C1 or C2 carbon atom of lecithin. Next is cephalins. They are also known as phosphatidamine, in which ethanolamine is nitrogenous base present in cephalins. Thus, lecithin and cephalin differ with regard to base. The next is plasmalogens. When a fatty acid is attached by an ether linkage at C1 carbon atom of glycerol in glycerophospholipids, the resultant compound is plasmalogen. Choline, ionositol and serine may substitute ethanolamine to give other plasmalogens. Next, we shall study about formation of lecithin and cephalin. Choline and ethanolamine first get phosphorylated in presence of enzyme choline kinase to form respectively phosphocholine and phosphoethanolamine, which further combine with cytidine triphosphate, that is CTP, to form respectively CDP choline, that is cytidine diphosphate choline, and cytidine diphosphate ethanolamine in presence of enzyme phosphocholine cytidyl transferase. Further, when CDP choline combines with 1,2-diacylglycerol gives lecithin, and CDP ethanolamine when react with 1,2-diacylglycerol gives cephalin. Next is triacylglycerol. Lipids constitute about 15 to 20% of body weight in humans, and triacylglycerol are the most abundant lipids comprising 85 to 90% of body lipids. Triacylglycerols are the ester of glycerol with fatty acids. They are also called as neutral fats. Most of the triacylglycerol are stored in adipose tissue and serve as energy reserve of the body. This is in contrast to carbohydrates and proteins, which cannot be stored to a significant extent for energy purpose. Fat also act as an insulating material for maintaining body temperature of animals. Triacylglycerol are most predominant storage form of energy. There are two main reasons for the fat being the fuel reserve of the body. First is triacylglycerol are highly concentrated form of energy, yielding 9 calories per gram, in contrast to carbohydrates and proteins that produce only 4 calories per gram. This is because fatty acids found in triglycerol are in the reduced form. And second is triglycerols are non-polar and hydrophobic in nature, hence stored in the pure form without any association of water. On the other hand, glycogen and protein are polar. 1 gram of glycogen combines with 2 gram of water for storage. In structure of triacylglycerol, 3 molecules of fatty acids esterified to a molecule of glycerol. In case of simple triacylglycerol, it contains same type of fatty acid residue at all the 3 carbon. Example, tristerol, glycerol or tristerine. In case of mixed triacylglycerol, it contains 2 or 3 different type of fatty acid residue. In general, fatty acid attached to C1 is saturated, that attached to C2 is unsaturated, while that on C3 can either be saturated or unsaturated. Triacylglycerol are named according to the placement of acyl radical on glycerol. Example, 1,3-palmitol to linoleol glycerol. Triglycerol of plants in general have higher content of unsaturated fatty acids compared to that of animals. Next is lipoproteins. Lipoproteins are molecular complexes that consist of lipids and proteins. They function as transport vehicles for lipids in blood plasma. Lipoproteins deliver the lipid component like cholesterol, triacylglycerol, etc. to various tissues for utilization. A lipoprotein basically consists of a neutral lipid core with triacylglycerol and or cholesterol ester, surrounded by a coat shell of phospholipids, apoproteins and cholesterol. Polar portion of phospholipids and cholesterol are exposed on the surface of lipoprotein so that lipoprotein is soluble in aqueous solution. Five major classes of lipoproteins are identified in human plasma based on their separation by electrophoresis, that is, based on their densities. So, first is chylomicron. They are synthesized in the intestine and transport dietary triacylglycerol to various tissues. They consist of highest quantity of lipids and lowest concentration of proteins. The chylomicrons are the least in density and the largest in size. Next is very low density lipoprotein. They are produced in liver intestine and are responsible for transport of endogenously synthesized triacylglycerol. Next is low density lipoproteins. They are formed from very low density lipoprotein in blood circulation. They transport cholesterol from liver to other tissues. Next is high density lipoprotein. They are mostly synthesized in liver. Three different fractions of high density lipoprotein can be identified by ultracentrifugation. High density lipoprotein particles transport cholesterol from peripheral liver. Last is free fatty acids, albumin. Free fatty acids are in a bound form to albumin. Each molecule of albumin can hold about 20 to 30 molecules of free fatty acids. This lipoprotein cannot be separated by electrophoresis.